Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Plate Mail Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Buckner. I'm the primary Dungeon Master for Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This session is being recorded over Zoom. Tonight will be the conclusion of the adventure series called In Volo's Wake, published by Wizards of the Coast, who do not sponsor us, but it would be awesome if they did. Hint, hint, Wizards of the Coast. Adventure 1 was run by John, Adventure 2 by Kate, Adventure 3 by Sarah, Adventure 4 by Greg, and Adventure 5 by myself. We'll start by having each person tell us a little bit about the character they'll be playing. So let's see, from my vantage point here on Zoom, we'll start with John.
All right. For tonight, Riki makes his final return to the land of wherever it is we are right now. Sword Coast, right. Phandalin in the Sword Coast, yep. Yeah. So still out there trying to figure out what's going on with his home and all the weird things happening in the woods. So he's hoping to get some answers tonight.
Okay, and Kate.
All right, so let's see, Syndra, the human school of evocation wizard. Is
hold on, John. What is your race and class?
Yes, I was just realizing that. Yes, Riki is a kobold battlemaster fighter.
Okay. Continue, Kate, who's playing the human wizard.
Wizard from the School of Evocation. She will be continuing tonight. She's well-traveled, but she likes solving mysteries, and she's staying in town because she thinks there are still some interesting mysteries to solve here based on what she saw during the last adventure.
Okay. And then Greg.
I am playing Kai Bellwether, who is a half-elf monk. He comes from the monastery studying ways to use his body as a weapon. And he joined our campaign, the last one. And he hails from an area near where Alexian came from, who has sadly not returned from his errand that he had to run. So Kai instead has stepped in to fill his role in the party.
You played him last adventure in this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're going to move on to Sarah.
I will be returning for my encore performance as Britannia Spears. Who is Syndra's traveling companion and bard. She is a human bard in the College of Glamour.
Appropriate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Okay.
So here's the adventure.
As our adventure begins, the party is in the town of Phandalin. They travel to the town after hearing rumors of increased monster activity in the area. Phandalin was recently made famous by being described in the latest publication of lore master Volo a tome called Volo's Guide to Monsters. The town of Phandalin and the surrounding area have recently been plagued by strange events and chaotic incidents. Dangerous beasts, foul magic, and now waves of madness have become the state of things over the past few weeks. Ilsa Wisemantle, a noble from Neverwinter, has been investigating these events and believes she has finally discovered one of the major threats endangering all within the region. Ilsa heard rumors of an explorer named Aladair, who traced the recent spread of chaos and madness to a location believed to be a beholder's underground lair. Aladair has ventured into the area around the lair and has not been seen since. Ilsa has provided this information to Phandalin's town council, consisting of Trelina Stonehill, Sildar Hallwinter, and Townmaster Harbin Wester. Ilsa is certain the Beholder's lair, discovered by Aladair, is at the center of the recent troubles that afflict the region. With this new information, Sildar Hallwinter and Trelina Stonehill have offered the characters a 300 gold piece reward if they venture into the lair and stop the source of the mysterious power affecting the region. Though Townmaster Wester disagreed with offering such a reward on so little information, he begrudgingly accepted the arrangement. So I would like to start by having everybody please make a history check. Intelligence history check, please.
Okay.
John is giggling over something.
Fail.
Riki did not know shit.
No.
What did Riki get?
Riki got a 1.
Total?
Total 1.
Going around my screen
Nice.
here. Syndra?
So Syndra rolled a 16.
16. And then Kai?
2.
Okay. And then Britannia?
14.
14. Okay. So, Syndra, you remember hearing something in your travels about Aladare being a wandering sage and somewhat of a recluse. Not much else is known, but it is suspected that this explorer wishes to follow in the footsteps of the great Volo Thamkadam. So, continuing with our adventure, the party has been given directions to the entrance to the lair, which is beneath the ruins of an old temple in the hills a half-mile west of Wave Echo Cave. The mines nearby were recently liberated from a nefarious wizard and his vile gang. If I could have everybody make a history check again, please.
Riki knows a little bit more, but not sufficiently. He got a 3.
Ricky got a 3. Okay. And
History.
Syndra, what did you get?
I got a 16 again.
And Kai
15.
and Britannia.
13.
Okay. So everybody except Ricky. The thought occurs to you that if there are caverns below the temple ruins, they may yet be another part of a dwarven excavation that happened centuries ago. So continuing with our adventure, following Ilsa's directions, you travel to the temple ruins and find a stone trap door beneath the rubble with worn steps leading downward. The stairs descend a long way, nearly 50 feet, before opening up into a roughly 20-foot square chamber. The ground is littered with loose stones from the walls and ceiling, showing signs of age and collapse over the centuries. Layers of dust and debris cover much of the floor here, which has been recently disturbed. Many overlapping footprints trail across the chamber to an open stone doorway. There are open passages from the room that go east and west. The faint sound of rushing water can be heard to the east. To the left of the open door, a set of 3 concentric stone circles are embedded into the stonework, with a round iron plate at the center. So how would you like to proceed? Did you get the
Okay.
basic gist of the layout as the way I described it?
2 doors, one sealed with one closed and has these weird circles and a plate next to it. The other way is open and has, and I hear the sound of water coming through it.
This is a chamber that has entrances east and west. The east one you can hear water. And then is John right? Are the circles near a closed door, or is it just in the middle of the chamber?
So you step through the doorway,
Yeah.
and immediately to your left on the wall is the concentric circles around the plate. From where you're standing, with the plate to your left, you look out into the room ahead of you, and there is a passage in the upper east corner that goes east, and the upper west corner that goes west.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So the passages are okay.
It is a room with 2 passages leading away from it, one to the east, one to the west. In the east one, there is a sound of rushing water.
Okay, so the door we came through is what the circles are near. Okay.
Correct. It's just
Okay.
you walk in and you look down to your left on the wall there, and that's where you see the circles in the plate in the center of it.
Okay.
I would like to investigate the circles. They might be a great platform for me to do my saga downs.
A little quiet, Sarah.
There's a little.
It's because I'm trying not to chew onto my microphone.
I appreciate that. I do.
Yeah. And Cinder says, I can help you with that.
I would like to investigate the circles.
Okay. So just looking at the circles, you notice a collection of runes carved in the spaces between each of the concentric circles. And why don't we have everyone make investigation checks for me?
Okay.
Intelligence,
no.
investigation, and we'll start again with Riki.
16. He might have actually thought of something this time.
And then Syndra.
Syndra pulls a blank. She rolled a 6 this time.
And then Kai.
11.
11.
Although investigation, my roll was higher than my passive.
Okay. And then Britannia Spiaz.
Oh, wait, yeah, my passive investigation's 15.
Okay, I see, yeah. If with regard to perception and insight and investigation, give me your passive if you roll lower than that.
11.
11 and Britannia.
15.
This was a very low DC, so everybody actually gets this information. So
Yay.
Oh,
some of the runes on the outer circle vaguely match others within the next row, and you believe the stone dial is connected to a mechanism controlling the door. So this is something that you all kind of realize working together, looking at this very interesting structure on the side of the door there.
So I guess Riki can only figure something out when it's really obvious.
So it looks like we could probably control this door and close it if we needed to, right?
Yeah, everything seems fascinating. I wonder.
Riki would rather not close the door right now. We might need to run.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
So during our investigation, I'm going to assume that some of you are maybe poking and prodding at the thing and like maybe touching the runes.
I'm touching the runes.
Things like that. And
Yeah. Syndra would probably avoid touching the plate in the middle until she understood
Sure,
it better. But
sure,
yeah.
that makes sense. And when touching the runes, when you make contact with it, it actually causes the circles to spin, and the door does close. But it's very easy just to touch them again, and the circles spin, and then the door opens.
Interesting.
Okay.
Cool.
Just leave it open. Riki's time in the cave says that there's usually interesting things that you can find near water. At the very least, maybe something to drink. Riki's thirsty.
Which direction would you like to go? And bear in mind that I did mention something about footprints being on the ground.
Okay.
We should probably follow the footprints.
But Riki didn't
Should
think
like
of that.
follow the footprints so I can find some people to impress with my skills.
Well, let me be clear that that's not a DM hint to say to follow them, because just looking at them, there's so many of them that all you can really tell is that there's a lot of them.
Gotcha.
There's neither passage where they more obviously seem to go towards one or the
seems to
other.
go in both directions.
And there's
Both of them.
Oh.
Do they
there's
look
no-
like human?
Riki would think to look closely at them because he does have proficiency in survival. So
Okay.
I guess that would be in character to look at them.
Sure.
just to see if they're fresh versus
Yeah.
they have been there for a while.
It's a 14 on survival.
14 on survival. You think that they're human? Again, I mean they're recent enough that it looks like blueprints.
Okay.
So
Do you think we should follow the water?
sure. Like I said, Riki's thirsty. Something to drink.
Okay. So the consensus seems to be going to the east.
To the east.
Okay.
To the water!
Syndra's okay with this.
So the path to the east leads to a roughly 60-foot square chamber containing jagged and uneven walls. A 15-foot wide rushing stream flows roughly west to east, and there is a stone bridge over it. A passage leads to the north. How would you like to proceed?
Riki gets a drink.
You go over to the water and you drink out of the water?
Yep.
Oh no.
So this strange watery shape lashes out at you when you go to take
Uh-oh.
a drink. So let's roll initiative.
Riki's not that thirsty.
boy.
Disaster
Nice
strikes.
job.
Ricky's no longer thirsty. Ricky's now peeing his pants.
All right, that was a good roll.
So unlike what we've been doing in both the Spacefarers game and in this series of In Volo's Wake, I'm going to do Theater of the Mind for all the combat in this one.
Okay.
So I'm not going to bother with flanking. I'm not going to try to do that with Theater of the Mind. You know, there are other ways to get advantage on things, but we're just going to basically try to straight up Theater of the Mind this one.
Okay.
Doing it old school. So let's see. Need to get to my encounter here. Go. Okay. So initiative starting with Riki
21.
and Syndra
20.
and Kai.
19.
Wow, you guys are all up there. And Britannia.
20.
Who has a higher dex mod? You or Syndra?
Well, mine's +2.
+2.
All right, so roll off.
Roll off.
18.
19.
Jesus Christ.
Of you.
All right, so Syndra and then Britannia. And let's see what I get for my initiative. Not as high as you guys. But it is getting a surprise attack on Riki.
Nope.
Didn't Dave Matthews Band tell you not to
So-
drink the water?
Or Ricky
So
take it
so
down.
I am okay. So I'm surprised for the first round.
Correct.
Okay. Ouch.
That's blood in the water. Don't drink the water.
So, okay. So let's see. So Riki is surprised. So what happens is Riki goes over and he starts to drink from the water. And you see this sort of vague, monstrous looking shape sort of come up out of the water, formed by the water. And it's heading towards Riki with like a big sort of, claw formed of water. And you see it and you try to rush over there to get to him, and he seems to be unaware at the moment. So we're going to skip Riki for this round because he's surprised, and then we go right to Syndra.
Okay. Syndra is going to shout, "Look out!" And she's going to shoot, wiggle her hand and send 3 little darts at it, whatever level 1 magic missile is.
Magic missile is 3 darts. Yep, first
3
level.
darts. Okay.
Yep.
So she's gonna fight her d4s. So I don't have them set out. Oh, very nice.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
so she's gonna do 6, 10, and then it is +1 for each dart, right? So that's
Correct.
13. 13 force damage to this watery shape who's threatening her. her
Okay,
little friend.
the magical darts hit it, making these sort of splooshing sounds as it hits it, and some water goes sort of like splashing all over the place as it takes the damage.
Okay.
And then we move on to Britannia.
Yeah, she stays back at range, so
Okay, that's fine.
doesn't close.
You
with
guys
it.
are only about 15 feet away, we'll say.
Okay.
And Riki is like right up there with the water.
Yep.
Okay. Britannia is going to start singing.
No.
Nice.
Very softly, she's going to whisper at the water. With a taste of your wetness, I'm a ride. You're toxic. You're sitting down.
Is this just in whispers?
Yes.
Greg. She broke Greg. I love it.
Saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. I'll stop using this die. That's a 3.
That is a fail. So it gets 10 psychic damage,
Okay.
and it must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows from me.
As far as its speed allows. Using its reaction. Okay, hold on.
I'm toxic, apparently.
I
was
don't know,
the
maybe the water's
best.
toxic.
It could be. Don't drink the water. I told you. Dave
Okay,
Matthews
so
Band.
it seems to swim sort of, I mean, it doesn't really swim, I guess, but it moves 60 feet
Oh my.
up the water, up the stream, I should say. It moves 60 feet back up the stream, and it goes into the wall.
No.
Hmm.
Where I assume where the stream is coming out from.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. And so Kai, at the minute, you have no at the moment, Kai, you have no target.
So I guess I walk over to where Ricky is and see if he's okay.
He seems fine.
He's fine.
Oh, you could ask Ricky.
Is that? I mean, we're not actually.
Are we still in combat?
Yes, we're still in combat. Are you doing anything other than talking, Greg?
Ready or
I guess I'll ready just if there's any further attacks. I just say I asked him if he was okay, and then that's it for me.
For what?
Okay, so when you're ready, you have to tell me exactly what will trigger you.
I'm ready for when something comes within range of my fists of fury.
Okay.
I cast fist.
All right. So you see this concentration of water come rushing back out of the top of the stream, and it comes down sort of like a small little tidal wave, coming right down the entire length of the stream. And it goes,
Whoa, where'd that come from?
it goes right up to Riki, and you get to make one of your attacks, Greg, on it before it gets to
Okay.
attack.
So, all right. So that's all right. So attack. That is going to be 6. So 9 to hit.
9 to hit. Your fist kind of splooshes into the water, and you don't really see any sort of an effect happen.
Okay.
well, by the way, I would have sung to you before we left, right? So 7 temporary hit points.
With inspiring leader.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. So everybody can put down 7 temporary hit points.
Nobody's taken any
Okay.
hits yet, so.
Okay.
Just thought I'd get it out there before people start.
No,
getting
that's
hit.
good. That's good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
this wave comes over, and again, a claw shaped of water comes out and slashes at Riki.
Oh.
All right. So it hits AC 19, Riki,
That will hit.
and all these dice that I just rolled came up with a 1 for damage. So you take a total of 6 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled,
Oh no.
and you are pulled into this
Oh
form
no.
of water.
Oh
You
no!
all see Riki sort of vaguely inside this this shape of water.
Flashbacks to
I'm
freaking
playing
Point
a
of
shorty, so
Light.
I have to
no.
get it. So I have to get
What
it.
was
by
John saying just last night about needing to play a shorty again?
Every time I play a shorty, I get swallowed by something.
So Ratchet in Points of Light got sucked into a water elemental and then got peppered with his allies' arrows as they tried to kill it.
So you are grappled and restrained, Riki.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
If there are ways to put that on the D&D Beyond thing,
There are.
there are.
Yes.
Okay, I figured. Okay.
Under conditions and
Under
add active
conditions.
conditions.
So then we'll go back up to the top of the round. We'll be this time with Riki, our Battlemaster fighter.
Okay, so do I have a? Can I make an acrobatics check in order to try to escape the grapple?
I believe the way it works is you can make a athletics or acrobatics to escape.
Okay. Riki, looking very surprised that this tries to swim as quickly out of the water as much as he can with. I mean, it's acrobatics, so because
Sure.
I have being small and having the squat nimbleness feat, I get advantage on this.
Okay. You're going to twist around and move yourself out of the wave.
And I rolled a 25.
25. Okay. So you manage to sort of like get your footing on a rock, and then you twist your body and you push and you go out through an area where the water was kind of not as thick and not as dense, and you come rolling out and get onto your feet in a square adjacent to this water creature.
Okay.
And that is your action. Do you have any bonus action or
do I have any bonus actions?
or movement? You can do movement as regular.
No, you're still going to stay there up front. So I'm not going to move out of it. So I'm not going to move back and provoke an opportunity attack. So and I have no useful bonus actions at the moment. So Ricky just kind of coughs and sputters for a second. Says, "Mickey often drink water. First time water tried to drink Wiki."
Awesome. Guy gets stepped away.
Then we move on to Syndra, our human wizard.
Okay. So I guess DM question here: does Syndra and all of her travels and research have any knowledge of this kind of creature and what it might be more vulnerable to?
You can make a general intelligence check to recall information.
Okay. Right.
You could also conceivably do a nature check instead.
How about intelligence nature?
Let me take a look at that. She'll just make an intelligence check. So, not too bad. So for 22.
22.
Yep.
You're not aware of it. You're not aware of... you've encountered creatures that are water-based, that are elemental, and you have a general idea of what kind of things don't harm them or that have a difficult time harming them. There is no particular vulnerabilities that you are aware of.
Okay.
But you know, for example, like physical attacks don't have as much impact on them as they would against a flesh and blood sort of creature.
Okay. All right.
And there are certain things like poison. It doesn't really have a metabolism.
Poison.
So,
Okay.
Poison.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. She is going to kind of put her fingers up to the circlet that she's wearing on her head and say, "Well, let's see what you think of fire." And she's going to cast Scorching Ray and send 3 rays of fire at this elemental.
Okay.
So it's a ranged spell attack for each ray, and on a hit, it takes fire.
So hold on. So
Yep.
based on the roll that you've got, fire is one of the things that you think doesn't really affect it as well.
Oh.
Because it is water.
Okay. All right. You had said physical attacks. So sorry if I missed you saying fire already.
No, I didn't.
Never mind.
I didn't. I said there were a variety of things.
Okay. Okay. So no, then she wouldn't do that.
Too late. No,
Let's see.
If somebody has some frozen stuff, they could freeze it.
So
Let it go. Let it go.
Go, Britannia. That's what I'm talking about.
what does she think of thunder damage? Does she have any knowledge that it would
She believes that would be
not
fine.
work well? Okay.
And Ricky is glad he's no longer in there.
Okay. So she's going to place a 10-foot radius sphere centered on the creature, but not on her allies. She's going to cast Shatter.
Shatter, okay.
So a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. Creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
18 for the save.
Oh, well, it definitely made it, so that's a bummer. Let me double check. Yeah, my save DC is only a 13.
This thunder
So it's gonna
rings
take
out right around the
half of-
creature.
Okay, so
Hope that doesn't attract any attention. all this noise.
Yeah.
It does sort of echo through the halls.
Echo.
All right. Ugh, not wonderful. So, I should have just stuck with magic missile. Anyway, that is, let's see here. So half of, oh wait, those are D8s, not D6s. Duh. Bird. Hang on. Please hold.
I like it better that you're not just sticking with the same spell.
Yeah. So we'll do 6 plus 8, so 14. So it's 14, but really 7. So
Really?
7 thunder damage.
7.
Yeah.
As rings out, it seems to disturb the water a little bit.
Okay.
Is that your turn, Syndra?
Yes. I shall like shout out. I think physical attacks and fire won't damage it as much.
Okay. And then we move on to Britannia, our human bard.
Okie dokie. I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Yay!
Insult the water.
Your stupid wave is killing me. I must confess, I don't have words to go on. I don't know. So, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
Open
save.
water's not all that wise.
Doesn't appear to be at the moment. Got a 5.
Okay, so 3 psychic damage and disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Disadvantage. Next attack roll. Okay, so you basically use your words to shape magical energy and assault it with psychic damage.
I will tongue lash you to death.
And then we go to Kai, our half-elf monk.
Greg, are
This
your
might-
attacks considered magical yet? Or does that come at later?
I don't think that's a 4th level, but
No.
No. Okay. I didn't
I
know.
was looking
didn't
to
know
see
when it
if
was.
there was anything that I had, which I don't think.
I think your only option is to punch, Greg. It's just going to be like
Yeah.
a half damage kind of thing.
But it's still
Yeah.
something.
Something is better than nothing. All right, so if I do flurry of blows, I get 2 attacks. So
Right.
two
Normally,
punches.
yeah, I mean, you can attack once and then bonus action attack a second time, or you can attack once and bonus action flurry your blows, spend a key point and attack 2 more times.
Okay, gotcha. All
So
right,
it's up to you if you want to do 2 attacks or 3 attacks. The 3 attacks will cost you a point.
here we go. Let's try just for one right now.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one. So that is going to be 21 to hit.
This time you throw a kick into it, and you feel like you connect with a great deal of the substance of this creature.
And that is for 9.
Night.
Okay. It seems to sort of be losing its cohesion. It looks a little bit smaller. It's still medium in size, and it seems to be having a harder time keeping itself together,
Okay.
but it's still there.
Okay. So, all right. So if I do spend a key point, I'm going to save the bonus. I'm going to do the
key
bonus
point?
action to save the key point
Gotcha. Okay.
for a bigger situation.
Sure.
Okay, so that's same as the first. So that's going to be 21 to hit.
Nice.
And this is for 10.
10. You spin around on the other leg and do a spinning hook kick and knock a whole bunch more of the water away. It seems to, again, be having a harder time keeping itself together. So then it goes to the creature, who will try to attack back on Kai since he's doing so much damage. Ooh, critical. And I didn't roll ones this time.
Okay, so I could use my deflect attack back.
Oh, no, that's deflect missiles, Greg.
Oh, okay, so it's not. All right. Okay,
Okay. All right. So this water creature, even in its damaged state, lashes out at the person who has been doing a great deal of damage to it. And it seems to turn its entire body into like a giant fist. And it just smashes on top of Kai.
Uh-oh.
And Kai takes
Uh-oh.
I'm trying not to say it.
30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh boy. Yikes. Okay. Buddy.
And it pulls you into its space, and it's all wrapping around you, and it's starting to suffocate you. You're grappled and restrained.
Uh-oh.
Well, shit.
That was a good hit, Mr. Water Weird.
Grappled and restrained.
Then we go back up to Riki, Battlemaster Fighter Kobold.
Okay.
Well,
We can stop playing now. The DM's happy. That was really cool. So we can just stop playing.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, love Greg. Hug the PCs.
All right. Riki is just gonna. Yeah, Ricky's just gonna take a swing at the water that tried to eat him. He's not happy.
It's now engulfed
So.
Kai.
Uh-oh.
Well, Riki doesn't know. Ricky's just gonna swing.
Okay.
Riki hits AC 18.
You connect with a good chunk of the water.
Okay, for 10 damage with a magic short sword.
Magic short sword. Okay, so you sort of flatten out the blade. I mean, sorry, you're not flatten out. You turn the blade in such a way that instead of having it be like cutting through it, you're kind of making it like a paddle, and you basically paddle right underneath the bottom of it, cutting it off at the base, and the whole thing just breaks apart and splashes down with Kai there, who's gasping for breath, and the creature seems to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'll teach you.
Jeez.
But Riki's still thirsty. He goes back to get a drink.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
You drink water this time, and you're fine.
Surprise.
You Ricky.
What? Riki was thirsty.
Ah,
Critical for 30 damage. Sheesh.
Ouch.
jeez.
That was not fun.
So we have some healing potions among the group, I think.
I also have cure wounds.
It's true. I mean, if we use the potions, it'll save the spell slots, but conversely, the potions can
I
work
was
if something
ready
knocks
to
you out.
use a key point to disengage. That would have worked, right?
You would have still been grappled. You would have had to do something to get rid of the grapple.
Yeah.
It's step of the wind.
It's okay. No, it's just you have to escape the grapple. Otherwise, you can't move. Grab your speed is zero.
Right.
First. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
double
reaching
zero
for
is still
things.
I don't feel the need to save. I can spend one spell slot to help my friend. So I'm gonna reach out and touch Kai
One more
and
time.
cure some wounds.
Thank
gonna-
you, Britannia.
Cast it at second level.
And so don't forget, Greg, you had
Ooh.
the 7 temporary hit points, so you took 23
Well, that's
damage.
gone. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So I just rolled a 7 and an 8.
Yeah.
So that will be for 18 points of healing.
Ooh.
Woo! Damn
Kai is
right.
grooving.
That's really good.
That's awesome.
Kai grooving.
Britannia
She reached
is a
out
pretty
and
excellent
touched
healer.
somebody's hand. She made this world a better place.
Now you're stronger.
Yes, thank you.
Nice.
Again, your words mold the healing magic around as you sing.
That's awesome.
Wow, that was quite the hit, dude. Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I
it was
guess you almost back to full.
it was a 3d6 attack.
Uh,
And I critted on it. And the first time against John, I rolled a 1, a Riki, a 1, a 1, and a 1.
Yeah.
And then Greg, I'm like 6, 6, 5, 5. And I'm like, oh.
Oh no.
Boo.
Okay, so Riki drinks, and Britannia sings a little bit and heals Kai.
Okay.
And so you have this rushing stream in front of you. There's a stone bridge over it.
Syndra
And there's a passage on the other side of the room.
I would like to take the bridge over troubled waters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Off we go.
So Britannia walks over the bridge and it collapses and you fall in the water.
You serious?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Other trucker.
Syndra was gonna try to investigate, but now there's ogres.
The only thing that is damaged is your dignity, though.
Oh, okay.
It's not like the water sweeps her away.
No.
At least I didn't wear a white shirt today.
Well,
That's not what the boys are saying.
No.
well, Riki's already wet, so he just goes across the street.
It seems safe enough for us to ford it.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
I mean, it's not so big, and the current isn't so strong that you can't just walk through it.
Are there any tracks in this room like there were in the first one?
No. There's the bridge that went over there. It didn't have any tracks on it, and the tracks didn't really seem to go much beyond the entrance to this room.
Okay.
You do think you see some more in the hallway, which is at the north side of this chamber?
Okay. Across from the bridge?
Yeah.
Across the bridge? Okay.
Yeah.
So there's some more tracks up ahead. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you just think because of the proximity to the water that the tracks
Okay.
have
All right.
not been as
Weird
obvious.
water probably
Okay.
washed them away.
Yeah, Syndra points out that she sees the tracks up in the hallway up ahead, so
Okay.
she agrees that maybe that's the right
Off
way
we
to
go.
go.
So,
Onward.
So the northern passage leads to a 60-foot long, 10-foot wide passage that runs west to east. The passage is decorated with beautiful dwarven stonework. The intricate lines and etchings along the walls, however, are marked with carvings of a large eye in various locations on either side of the path. The carvings are crude and jagged in sharp contrast to the hall's finely crafted design. There is a stone door at the end of the passage. You get a strange feeling here, almost as if something is watching you. How would you like to proceed?
Riki thinks eyes are watching, but he's seen these before. He doesn't remember where, though.
Well, you know, we saw this vision at the end of the last fight, right, my little friend? Or was I the only one who saw that, Chris?
No, everybody saw
it. Was
the vision.
everybody? There was a vision of floating eyes around a larger eye. These rough carvings look kind of like that. Maybe.
Yes,
Uh,
that seems to be my thought too.
Syndra would probably try to investigate all of the carvings on the wall and that stuff a little more closely, just in
I
case
have
there's
mage
anything
hand. I
else
could
to learn.
touch him.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Syndra. What is Syndra doing?
Syndra would investigate everything that's carved in the wall and the hallway, just in general, more closely,
Okay.
leading up to the door.
Okay. So as you sort of step into the passage and you start to investigate and look around and see what's here, each of you has this very disturbing experience. Your mind becomes flooded with your worst memories. They seem to be sort of overwhelming you for a moment. And I need everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Uh-oh.
John's giggling, which means nothing good.
Poor Ricky.
7. Our kobold fighter gets a 7. Okay, and then Syndra, our human wizard, gets
22.
22. And then Kai, our half-elf monk, gets
9.
9. And then Britannia, our human bard,
But question.
20.
20. Okay. Yes, Greg.
I do have a thing that says manage against being charmed and magic can't put me to sleep. So does that consider to be a charmed situation?
It is not. I mean, that's
Okay.
good to mention. It doesn't really apply to the situation, but that's
Okay.
good. So, okay. So
Riki cries out, "No! Riki spent all day trying to catch that! Come
So
back
Britannia
here!"
and Kate were in the 20s.
Yeah.
And Kai and Ricky were like less than 10. So, where is it here? So, Ricky and Kai, you are mentally and physically shaken by this experience, and you gain a level of exhaustion.
Ouch.
Oh no.
which I believe is disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah.
That was going to last for the two of you for 1 minute.
1 minute.
Huh.
Well, the stupid one.
So basically, by the time we get to the end of the hallway,
Yeah, it's really it's a very disturbing. I mean, you kind of see Britannia and Syndra. You see that Riki and Kai seem a little bit out of it for a minute and almost maybe a little bit anxious or in distress or something. But again, very quickly they seem to kind of come out of it. And this is happening as you're sort of going around and investigating this passage.
Riki remembers now. Riki caught 2 fish that day, so he was okay.
I don't even know.
It's,
I can't go through that again. Not that same situation playing out in my head. So tired.
Cinder kind of. I don't like seeing bad past memories, but
Oh my god,
Is-
boys,
is
are
that
you
what-
okay?
Riki's fine. Let's go.
is that what happened to everyone else? Is some kind of
It happened
memories?
to everybody, but it had
Yeah.
had a much deeper effect on Kai and Riki.
Yeah. Well,
It seemed
no,
to shake them for a minute.
Syndra would be asking them out of genuine curiosity. She'd be a little weirded out, but she'd also think that it was kind of cool if somehow this happened to everybody.
Okay, so
So,
Syndra asked the
power-
question.
Powerful magic, yeah. So everybody else see some kind of memories.
Yes, I saw.
I had a memory of like one of my shows that wasn't sold out. It was horrifying.
So, some interesting or powerful magic here.
I was running through a
Very
maze fighting, and I kept running into the same area, and I couldn't find my way out, and
Huh.
I was trapped, and I saw myself fighting myself, and I don't know. That was really horrifying.
Well, you think that's bad? Riki had a really nice catch get stolen by a fox right off his fire. It was devastated. I had to settle for my net for my for the other fish I caught that wasn't as big.
Okay.
Was it a firefox?
No, just an annoying fox.
So Cinder takes it all and overall just seems like fascinated by what's going on in this hallway.
This is my boo flag, sir. I'm holding my boo flag.
It's okay, I earned it.
Okay, so for all of you that role played that, give yourself inspiration.
Aw.
Oh, yay, thank you.
Yay.
Did I roleplay that?
You did.
Yeah.
You talked about your show not being sold out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I get for asking about it and trying to interact with everybody?
You didn't really share, honey.
Okay.
You didn't really role play it out.
Okay.
Okay, so let's have everybody make perception checks as you're examining this hallway with the intricate carvings and then the eye shapes that seem to be not matching the rest of the decor, so to speak.
Okay.
Okay.
So Riki got
14.
14. Syndra,
12.
12. Okay. And Kai,
19.
19. Okay. And Britannia,
16.
16. Okay. So Syndra sort of takes the lead on the exploration of this passage. And as she's moving forward, Syndra, you suddenly feel the floor underneath your foot sort of move down about maybe like 2 inches, like you stepped on something and it moved down.
Uh-huh.
And you hear this click,
Uh-oh.
and you realize that you stepped on a pressure plate of some kind.
Uh-oh.
No.
So a 2-foot square column of hewn stone shoots out of the wall at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, boy.
Oh, hewn stone. For half a second, I thought I said human stone. It was like,
No, sorry.
All right.
Hewn. I definitely need to slow down when I say stuff like that.
That's not great. It's an 11.
11. Syndra out in front of you just a little ways, and you see her stop for a moment and look sort of panicked. And you just barely think you can hear a clicking sound, and then the stone comes pushing out of the wall and slams into her and knocks her and pins her up against the other wall.
Oh, shoot.
Oh boy.
Let's see. You take 20 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Ouch, though.
Yikes.
She slams up against the wall, and her head hits the wall, and she's like bleeding from her temple, and she kind of slumps
Yeah.
there on the wall, and she looks hurt.
Kind of like
does someone
squints
stay
one
there
eye,
keeping it in?
open
Oh
up the
my
rest of them.
God.
It says, ow!
Is the stone keeping her pinned?
No, it
Kinda
slowly
sticks
starts to retract on its own.
Okay.
She kind of like drops to one knee and like points at the spot on the floor. Yeah, there's a pressure plate there. She's
Okay.
not bloody. Thank goodness, temporary hit points, but she is somewhat damaged. So she's okay.
So given that event, the rest of you that get the higher checks, you can spot that there are actually 2 more pressure plates,
Yeah.
and you can easily avoid them.
Okay.
All righty then. Are you all right, Syndra?
I think I'll be okay for now, my friend. Thank you.
Okay, so there's no
Britannia
healing.
throws a healing potion at you and says,
Hits her in the head, she takes damage.
Such
Middle
a
finger.
jerk.
middle finger for you.
Such a jerk.
And she tosses a healing potion into your hand and says, heal up, my friend.
Okay, she takes it. So it's 2d4 plus 4? Plus 2. Plus 2, that's right. Okay.
Lean on me.
That happened to Riki one time too,
When
while he
you're
was
not
out
strong.
foraging. A bunch of only it wasn't rock, only it wasn't a big stone. It was a bunch of acorns, and it wasn't a trap. It was actually a squirrel. Maybe it wasn't the same thing.
Okay. That's better. She's like 6 points from full, so that's pretty good.
Okay.
I'll help you carry on.
All right, so as you all move down this passage and you avoid the rest of the traps, you still have the feeling like you're being watched. It's very uncomfortable. And you get down to the other end and open the door, and you see a 20-foot square room with a stone door directly across from you and a stone door to the north. There is a wounded elf laying on the ground. He is dressed in studded leather armor and wears a wide iron ring on his index finger. How would you like to proceed?
What kind of ring? Sorry, I didn't get all the
Wide
details.
iron.
A wide iron ring on his index finger.
We should
Does he
probably.
match the description of the explorer that went missing?
There actually isn't a lot of information about Aladir, the explorer. You've heard some information, but none of them seem to include a description.
Okay.
Riki will go ahead and proceed in, but since he doesn't know what wounded the elf, he will proceed cautiously.
Yeah.
Watch, keeping an eye.
Kai as well.
Cinder agrees we should look for traps, not knowing what it is that hurt him.
Okay, so are you perceptifying or
I guess
investigating?
perceptifying as I'm going into the room.
Cinder would investigate if that's okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
make your rolls, and then I'll go around and you tell me what the total is and which check you're making.
Okay.
22 perceptification.
22 perception. Okay.
Okay, that's good. Perceptification. 21 perceptify.
20 on perception, 22 perception. Okay. Syndra.
15 investigation.
Okay, and Britannia.
13 investigation.
Okay. So you don't find any traps. You don't find anything unusual in the room itself.
Okay, then proceed to elf. Is elf conscious?
Can I poke him with my mage hand?
if you want to.
Lean on me.
Yeah.
So what are people doing?
I'll like shake him with my
so-
mage hand.
Hey,
Is he awake and conscious, or is he just kind of lying there unconscious?
He doesn't appear to be moving.
Oh, okay.
jeez.
So Britannia conjures up her mage hand and shakes him,
Okay.
and he seems to wake up,
Okay.
and he appears to be somewhat dazed and disoriented. And he says, "Thank you. I am Aladir. I was attacked by a crazed robed figure, accompanied by two floating creatures with a terrifying number of eyes protruding from their multiple stalks. The creatures stunned me, but I assume they must have fled once they sensed your group approaching." He's kind of like rubbing his temple, like, ugh, like what just happened?
Riki thinks we found Explorer. Let's get him home. Riki does not want to deal with multitude of eyes tonight.
That doesn't sound like a sound plan.
He replies to Ricky and he sort of like pipes up and he says, "Well, I ventured into this place in search of a powerful beholder I tracked by following the movements of the cultists that worship it. I am fairly certain I know where the beholder's true lair is. It lies beyond a sealed door marked with dwarven runes deeper inside these halls, but I can't figure out how to open the door. If our goals are similar, I would certainly volunteer to work with you to open the sealed door and eliminate the threat to Phandalin and the surrounding region."
Riki doesn't remember. Were we asked to eliminate?
Sindra kind of turns to Ricky and says, "I don't like ice stalks either, my friend, but I believe that they asked us to get the award by entering the lair and putting a stop to this."
Oh,
yes.
So she kind of turns back to Aladir and says, "We would be willing to help you, but before we proceed further, are you in need of healing, or did they just manage to stun you?"
He kind of seems unsure at first, and so he starts sort of like checking his body and like feeling his head and checking himself out, and he says, "Apparently I was just stunned. There was some sort of a ray from one of these beholder creatures."
Okay. But you don't think that they were the particular beholder that we're hunting for?
There are a wide variety of beholders of different species, different types, with different abilities.
Okay.
Well, let's keep going. We'll just have to keep an eye out for them.
Yeah. Nice job, Ricky.
Boo.
So what would Sindra know about beholders?
You can make an intelligence check
Sure.
to recall a bit of information.
She's not doing great today with checks, so she gets a 14.
14, you just pretty much know what Aladir mentioned, which is they float, they shoot rays out of their eyes.
Okay.
Okay, so
I guess room at, you said there's two doors, right?
there is.
To the east and one to the north.
Correct.
Would I be able to try to...
You were moving from east to west. You came into this room. You can keep going through a door to the west, or you can go north.
Would I be able to see if I can recall anything from my travels with Sindra?
Sure. Anybody that wants to make an intelligence check to recall a bit of information about something can always do so.
I will give that a try.
Can I do that? Does it have to be straight intelligence, or can I pick something like Arcana or Nature?
Well, typically, if there's something that would apply to it, I would let
Greg
you know.
likes his role.
I don't believe it's a natural creature, so if you wanted to, I'll say
Probably Arcana.
Or History?
Yeah. No. I mean, if I had to pick something else, I would probably say Arcana.
Okay. The reason I ask is because I'm a jack of all trades.
Okay.
Or Jacqueline of all trades.
Which means that my skills have a +1, as opposed to the straight intelligence, which is only +2.
Gotcha.
Like it's +3 if I do an Arcana.
Sure, that's fine, sir.
We're doing Arcana. I got a 22.
I only got a 10. Boo. Green dice are fired.
Yeah, so Kai, I mean, you know that some of the more powerful of the beholders have, all the species of beholders seem to have an eye in the center, and some of them are powerful enough that eye can have like a harmful effect as long as you are in front of it. The nature of the effect can be different depending on the species of beholder, but some of them don't have that ability and some of them do. Some of the powerful ones do, and if you're basically directly in front of it where the central eye is facing, it can be detrimental in some way or not at all, but you know that it can be dangerous.
Okay. That was a critical, by the way.
Yes. Nice. And you also know that there's a variety of different effects that can come from the eye stalks, and again, some of the more powerful beholders have more nasty and debilitating effects that come from those eye stalks.
Nice. Thank you. Kai is very appreciative of finding that knowledge in his studies, resounding and making sense now.
So, might as well head to the north then.
To the north. Okay.
Nice big double doors to the north.
All right.
Those look inviting.
So as you move through the doors to the north, you see a short passage that turns to the east. Following the passage a short distance, it opens into a 10-foot wide hall that continues east, ending in a large double door made of solid white marble. A circular pattern of runes adorn the walls on either side of the door. Finely crafted decorative symbols inlaid with silver are chiseled along the floor of the entire path ahead of you, ending at the base of the east and west entrances of this hall. To the immediate right of where you entered, a hooded figure lies on the ground with its hands and feet bound together. The figure is wearing dark gray robes, bearing a gold symbol of a large eye embroidered in front. Upon seeing your group, the figure struggles and thrashes about, speaking in a muffled voice beneath the hood. Alvidair says to you, "This is a cultist that I captured. Don't get too close. If she were not gagged, her words would allow her to unleash foul magic upon us." He kind of motions his head toward the end of the hallway and he says, "Please, follow me." And he begins to walk toward the other end of the hall.
Can we check, like, insight or just something to see how sincere he seems?
You tell me what you want to do and I will let you know.
Oh, man.
Make an insight check.
If you're asking to make an insight check, you can feel free to do so.
On
I guess
his
she'll
story
try.
of a captured cultist.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything better that she could do.
Sure.
That's, yeah.
Anyone that wants to make an insight check can do that.
16.
Oh, 19.
16, 19. Okay.
Which we know it's not a lie detector test, but it's just
Yes.
if he seems weird or off.
When he mentions that the figure is a cultist and sort of motions into the hallway, you sort of sense an urgency from him as he tries to direct the group toward the end of the hallway.
Okay. So it seems he's telling us that we need to go now or we might be too late.
Well, this is only something that Ricky and Syndra are picking up on.
Gotcha.
Syndra kind of raises an eyebrow and kind of puts a hand on, like, Britannia's arm and exchanges looks with Ricky and says, if this beholder has been here for so long, then why the hurry, my friend? And she kind of takes a step closer to the cultist just to try to get a better look at what's going on.
Okay, so you step closer to the cultist, and Aladar has already turned to try to walk away, and then hearing you say what you said and sort of getting his attention, he looks over his shoulder, and as you take a step closer to the figure, he sort of spins back quickly and he says, "No, those cultists are dangerous." We should head to the other end of the hallway.
Ricky thinks we're more dangerous than the cultists, and we could use some information.
He says, I've already talked to this cultist, and
what did he say?
Just that there was a powerful beholder here that was causing madness in the area.
Just one? Sounded like you were attacked by more than one.
He didn't say there wasn't other ones.
Oh, well then,
He
okay.
or
Sounds like
she.
we need more information.
I believe it is too dangerous. I mean, you can do what you wish, but if you allow that person to utter even such a single word, they will cast their magical spells on you and could do great harm.
But how did you capture her if she's that dangerous?
I was able to surprise her.
But how did you speak to her if letting her speak is that dangerous?
I had her tied up,
Okay, well,
and
we
then
won't.
I spoke with her
Okay.
briefly, and then I gagged her.
Okay, well, we won't untie her. I know
Let's drag
enough
her.
about magic to know you have to gesture to cast most spells.
Ricky
So-
thinks Ricky thinks we drag them back over there and see if we can get some more information.
I can
the
mage
other
hand drag her.
Aladar says
Doesn't matter.
we really should just leave her. She is just too dangerous.
Britannia, do you have a way of making her talk?
I mean, I have a pretty strong persuasion.
Aladar says, are you coming? We have a mission to accomplish.
I don't know if I believe that you're telling the truth.
And I second to agree
I've
with
seen
that.
a lot of spy movies, and if I know one thing, it's easy to switch one person for another.
That's a good
Well,
point.
Ricky's not sure who's telling
Yeah.
the truth or not, but Ricky just wants more information about what we're getting into before we get there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Aladar moves over. He walks like the few steps that he had walked toward the other end of the hall,
Yeah.
and he moves over, and he steps. He tries to force himself between Syndra and the figure,
Oh.
and he says, "We need to go. This person is too dangerous."
Kai doesn't like that.
I'm gonna take a step
Right.
around Syndra and wriggle my womanly hips and try to persuade this guy to tell us what's really going on.
You're gonna try to persuade him to tell you what's going on. Okay, so given the obvious resistance that he has to this idea, there's going to be a higher than normal difficulty.
Okay.
So you can tell me what it is that you say, and then roll your persuasion check.
Need one moment.
Sure. Take your time, Sarah.
Tell me, darling, do you want me to be your slave? Because I'm a slave. Can't control it. I can't really hide it. I'm a slave for you.
Oh, that's the best.
Bravo.
Okay. So why don't you make your persuasion check?
Can I use my inspiration to give it advantage?
You certainly can.
I would like to do that.
Do it.
So that will be a 25.
Nice.
Wow.
I rolled an 18 and I have a +7 on persuasion.
Okay.
Bardy Bard.
Make
So-
things hard for the DM.
His
I wish I had a snake.
Nick.
Snakes.
so his expression, his brow kind of, furrows a little bit, and he seems to be thinking really hard. His eyes are kind of darting back and forth, and you definitely think that your persuasion is making him think very, very hard about something. And he stands there and he starts to open his mouth to speak, and then he stops and he kind of bites his lip and he starts kind of looking around, and he suddenly seems to be nervous. His whole demeanor seems to be changing. He's having this internal debate and he's struggling with something, and he's just sort of standing there motionless for a minute trying to figure out what to do. Obviously there's something is wrong, and then you hear this deep booming voice that like echoes throughout the hall, and you hear this voice echoing through the hall. It says, "It seems we have found a worthy ally after all." A translucent image of a figure appears in the center of the hall. It is of a monstrous creature with a spherical body and small eyes atop stalks that protrude from its flesh.
Oh no.
My name is Varunto. The image speaks again, its large central eye focused upon your group. I have a proposition for you and your ilk. In these underground passages is a beholder by the name of Gavmagon. It was formerly enslaved by a colony of mind flayers. It broke free of its bonds by discovering a powerful artifact. The artifact is called the Hollow of Dominion. It is, in fact, an archmage's chamber built centuries ago that channels psychic energy, allowing a powerful mind to commune with all the creatures within a 30-mile radius. Gavmagon is using the chamber along with its newfound psionic ability to exert its madness upon the creatures in the area and the people of Phandalin. It is mad with power and believes itself to be superior above all others. This power is slowly causing all within the area to act strangely, become its pawns, or eventually turn against others in madness. I will allow my servant, Faltrand, to continue to assist you on your quest in exchange for the crystal rod that powers the artifact. Do we have an agreement? So again, this is an image. It's not an actual beholder there.
Okay, so Sindra kind of turns to look at, let's see, what did he say his servant's name was?
Faltrand.
Faltrand?
Yep, Faltrand, Faltrand.
So
Okay.
Voldemort.
Not quite.
All right, well, kind of look at the person who claimed that he was Aladare. Who is Faltrand? Is the Aladare an alias of yours? And I guess, question aside, do we know anything about whether Aladare was even a guy or a girl?
I'm
No.
watching the captive, by the way, while she's asking these questions.
The person in the robes is still thrashing about and you hear that from underneath the cloak.
I'm gonna use my mage hand to take its gag off.
Well, the hood of the cloak is covering the entire head.
Okay,
Right now.
well I'll use the mage hand to take that off.
Okay, so what you see when the mage hand takes the hood off is something that I have a description of here somewhere. Here it is. So your mage hand moves the hood of the cloak back, and the figure appears to be a high elven woman with light brown hair. In addition to being bound hand and foot, she obviously has a gag in her mouth. So then you use the mage hand to remove the gag.
How does
Yes.
our friend here react to that?
Well, Sindra might see this in the corner of her eye, but she would give no obvious sign that she sees Britannia doing what she's doing.
Well, I think it's kind of obvious that she's doing what she's doing. It's just a question of...
Yeah.
So the person that you know as Aladar sort of like, closes his eyes and his head drops a little bit and he shakes his head back and forth and looks at the sort of like the spectral beholder and says, I am sorry, my master, I tried. And and then the woman there says, I am Aladare. He is not Aladare. I am Aladare. I am trying to follow in Volo's footsteps. I was in here and he ambushed me.
Okay.
That would explain his actions.
What degree of sincerity do I get from her?
Well, we know that he's not Aladare, so...
Right. So...
Let's see. Who has... give me passive perceptions again. Riki,
12.
12. And Syndra,
10.
10. And Kai,
12.
12. 10, 12. Britannia,
13.
13. Okay. So Britannia, you notice that the wide iron ring that the person who said they were Aladir was wearing, you notice that this woman who's claiming to be Aladir, who's struggling around, like you see sort of a mark on her ring finger that matches the one that he's wearing.
Like a tan line?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
She says,
I
let me go.
I know jewelry marks when I see them, and I can tell that that's not your ring.
I go ahead and untie her while they're talking.
Okay.
I kind of turn and look at Faltran, and Syndra looks up, and there's this obvious naivete and fascination. She kind of very innocently says, and you, my friend, looking at the beholder, how do we know that you are not the bad beholder who's looking for this chamber that we are trying to protect other people from?
Riki doesn't see the difference between one floating eyeball having a weird stick and another floating eyeball having a weird stick.
That's because Ricky is lawful evil.
So the image of the beholder says, you will need Faltran's help, but in return you will bring me the crystal rod. Do we have a deal or not?
Kind of turn and look at if you are Aladir, and if my friend Britannia is right, and he took your ring, then who do you think this guy is, and what is he trying to do?
She says, it sounds to me like he's working for this ghost beholder over here, and they want the rod. That's why he's here. That seems to be obviously what's happening.
Why is this rod so important to everyone?
Oh, I think
if it controls
Doesn't everybody just want a rod?
psychic influence on a 30-mile radius is dangerous in the hands of anyone. So I look at the beholder and say,
Riki thinks that we should go ahead and agree to this deal so that we can double cross him later.
Syndra
Says that out loud.
Rolls her eyes at Riki.
So the beholder speaks up again and says, I tire of this. So be it. Gabmagon shall devour your lot. His domain will be mine either way. Should you survive, little worms, pray you do not cross us again. The image of the large eye appears in front of Faltrand. And it sort of like disappears and reappears in front of Faltrand, and both the image and Faltrand vanish.
There we go.
And Aladir's
jeez.
and the ring that Faltrand was wearing falls to the floor with a clatter.
Okay.
And she says, and Aladir and the real Aladir says, my ring, please give me my ring. Could you? She holds her hands up. Can you please untie me, please?
I'll use my main hand to untie her.
I thought he was. She was
wasn't
already untied.
Syndra kind of picks up the ring and wants to make a Arcana check on it before she hands it over to her.
Make an Arcana check on the ring.
Arcana is that the appropriate check, or would you have her do something else?
Well, I mean, if you think it's magical, then yes, it would be.
Yeah, I think she would. She's a mage. She has some idea.
Yeah, that reaction was a little bit more than I just want my ring back.
So that would be a 17.
17. You don't think it's magical at all. I mean, you don't.
Okay.
You know that there are spells. That there's a spell that allows you to detect magic, but looking at this, typically when something is
detect magic.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Typically, a ring has to be very finely crafted. I mean, this seems like a very plain, ordinary ring.
Okay, so she kind of passes it over towards her, and right before she hands it to her, she kind of asks, "This doesn't look magical, and I have some training in these things. What is the significance to you?" And she hands it off to her.
She kind of raises an eyebrow and she goes, "It's mine."
Why did he take it from you if there's no magical significance?
She kind of rolls her eyes. Well, I assume that if somebody had a description of me, they would probably say that the ring stood out as something that would identify me.
Oh,
That's the only thing I can guess.
this is a very strange
Oh, well.
situation. All right.
Oh, honey, you need something way flashier than that if you want it to stand out.
The more important
He's
question
getting you-
is, what are we going to do about these beholders and the situation with the rod? We must act and do something.
Yeah, Riki's getting used to strange, so let's just go kill an eyeball
feel
and
like-
grab a rod.
We need to, get the rod out of here and at least make sure it doesn't fall into any crazy hands.
Oh, actually, wait, hold on. We're gonna do a little bit of a retcon here because apparently I missed
I
something.
don't know. Oh, okay.
Well-
That happens with modules.
So you ask her what the significance of the ring is,
Yeah.
and she says, "The ring can shield me from the influence of the beholder."
Oh.
Hmm.
Alright.
So
Sounds useful. Can Riki
do you
borrow?
give it back to her?
Yes, I give it back to her. If it's, do I noticed once Britannia had pointed it out to people, like the mark on her finger where there should be a ring.
What?
Britannia pointed out that
Well, I told everybody that it
yeah,
clearly was hers, so
okay.
So you give her back
Yes,
the ring.
yes,
you would
I give her
understand that it's
back.
clearly hers.
Yes, I give her back her ring, even though that's
Okay.
a cool.
So the answer was
feature.
yes.
She would- yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, squirrel.
Okay, so she puts the ring on, and like, she kind of swoons for a second and puts her hand on the wall, and then she goes, "Oh, okay, all right, I feel better." And you think that she probably had the same sort of creepy feeling that she was being watched that you guys had until she put the ring back on.
Oh.
Uh,
Are we still
Okay.
exhausted?
No.
No, that was only
way
that was
more
only
than a
1
minute.
minute. Greg.
yeah.
Okay.
It was just 1 minute.
Yeah, it's Syndra kind of looks at her and cocks an eye and says, "Yeah, this place is strange. I feel like there's something watching me all the
Well,
time
I
in here."
think the faster we find this
And the quicker we
beholder
can be
thingy
done
and the
with
quicker we
it.
kill it, the better we're gonna feel. So let's
Oh,
go onward.
So
Yes.
Aladir kind of gathers up. She takes the robe off, which actually it's much bigger than she is. So she kind of just takes the whole thing off and throws it down, and she starts like gathering herself together. And you see that she has, she takes out one of her books, and it says "Volo's Guide to the Realms" on it.
Oh
And-
boy.
And she opens it up and she kind of thumbs through it, and there are some loose pages in there, and she kind of looks at the front and the back of them, and she starts counting them to make sure they're all there, and it seems to be sort of like a pamphlet with a bunch of pages, though, that it's talking about the impossible task, Elminster's Guide to Understanding Volo's Guides.
Oh boy.
So did we accidentally pick
So
the
we got-
tourist over the local?
Oh no.
So she's got Volo's guide and it's Cliff Notes.
Yeah,
Kind of.
but I mean,
it's
we
not
were
Volo's Guide
told,
to Monsters, though. It's Volo's Guide to the Realms.
we were after Ilsa and Aladir and whatever's causing all this. So really, we're still more on the path that we were set on. So
Well,
You kind of get this
yeah.
feeling from her that she's just this very curious, sort of nerdy bookworm kind of person who wants to
my
find out
favorite kind
cool
of
stuff.
person.
Syndra likes her.
Okay.
Sandra Wood.
So she gets herself together and she gets herself together and says, "After you." So she's obviously not a fighter type, so she doesn't want to go in the front.
So,
Onward.
well,
Okay.
Through door then? Fine stick?
nice.
Okay.
Kind of look at.
So you go down. You basically go down the hallway, and you go all the way down to the far end, and you basically have the set of double doors in front of you, with the concentric circles carved on either side, and they are nearly identical to the ones that you saw at the entrance.
Okay.
And Aladir kind of goes over and starts looking at one, and she says, "Oh, this is fascinating. I saw one of these up at the front."
Hey, Cinder says we saw it too. Could I help investigate? I wonder if there's something we have to do with these two sets of runes at the same time, perhaps.
She says, yes, please. Yeah, and she says, she says somebody else should get on the other panel.
Okay, so Cinder walks over.
Okay. So make an investigation check with advantage there, Syndra.
Okay. So we got my passive investigation at 15.
It's still not a bad passive investigation.
Yeah, well, my advantage roll was poop.
So between Aladir and Syndra, you do manage to activate those panels on both sides of the doors. And as the doors slide open, there are these stone panels in the walls that slide open at the same time. And you see these two floating creatures with a big eye in the middle and eye stalks on top come floating out and attack you.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
So let's
like
roll
a-
initiative.
Yikes.
Can Riki borrow that ring?
Methinks that would be a no.
Okay, so
Oh, that's right. I have an NPC now. I have to track her.
all right.
NPC Dropper!
Tracker? We barely even know her.
Boo.
Whoa.
Bless
Sorry.
you.
Classy.
Edit point. Vivi was a good girl and used her pee pad
Oh, nice.
Oh no.
by the gate where we've been
Oh,
taking them to
pupper.
go outside, which is great. But then I picked it up and put down a new one and walked into the kitchen to get myself a snack, which I left downstairs. God damn it. And I came back and she had ripped the new one to smithereens and was eating it.
Oh, boy.
Almost there.
Hashtag puppy life.
Almost there.
I really hope they're not going to try and steal my carrots from on top of their cage. We'll see.
Mm.
Well,
Initiative,
grab your
Riki.
snack while we're building initiative here.
Actually, Sarah, give me your initiative first. Give me Britannia's initiative.
Oh, mine?
She can go get her snack.
13.
13. Okay, go grab your snack. All right, Riki.
What did I get? 14.
14. Okay. And Syndra.
20.
And Kai.
12.
Okay, so then we'll do Aladir. She is on 10. And then my Beholder dudes. All right. This NPC over here. Keep track of my stuff. So we'll wait for Saraha to get back. Okay, so our initiative for this fight is going to be Syndra, then Beholders, then Riki, then Britannia, then Kai, then Aladir.
Oh, I'm at the bottom almost.
So we will start at the top with Cinder, our human wizard.
Oh boy.
We'll just name them. We'll just name them Eyeball A and Eyeball B.
Right.
Just A. You tell me A or B.
Okay. Hi, kitten. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, it's Bugatti.
With needs. Just a question. Let's see here.
They're only like 10 or 50 feet away from you right now.
Yeah.
Did you tell us earlier not to stand directly in front of them?
Huh?
When you were recalling information about beholders earlier, Kate, you said you recalled something about how some of them can do things if you're standing right in front of them.
That was Kai.
That was Kai.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
Kai.
Did you share that?
Well,
Kai, did you share your information with them? With the party?
Yes.
Yeah.
okay, so I
Those
don't have-
beholders, they have all kinds of secrets. Most of the time, they look at you and they have a death stare or some other magics that are associated with their middle eye. Just be cautious
Okay.
of looking directly at it.
Okay. So Syndra would kind of like sidestep and back away, so she's like against a wall, not near any of them. Should probably know that I don't think blur is going to help against things that do magical effects, because that gives disadvantage on attack rolls.
That would include magical attacks, ranged magical attacks.
It would, although I just don't know if it's attacks or not. But yeah, she's gonna do let's see, the circlet of blasting. She'll send some fire at one of them. She'll concentrate it so all 3 rays go at one of the 2 of them. So yeah, she gets to do 3 ranged attacks.
So I guess we'll say A.
And then it's 2d6 if it hits.
So 3 scorches, 3 rays of fire at Beholder A.
Sure.
Okay.
Which that's fine. Okay. Well, yuck! I don't think AC 6 hits. So it's one
Fire ray
miss.
shoots past it.
AC 13 on the second one.
13. That fire does connect.
Okay, and I'll roll the third attack just before I roll the damage for each of the 2 of them. And that'll hit for AC 20. So
Okay, the second two,
So-
the second and the third ray hit.
So AC tracker says that 13 does hit. Okay. Alright, so then the first 2d6. Oh, only 4. Is there a modifier? Nope, just 4. 4 fire damage. Poopy. Alright, so then the second 2d6. Okay, better. 9.
Okay, so the first ray misses. The other 2 burn it up pretty badly, and it looks heavily injured. It is bloodied, so it's at less than half its maximum hit points.
Okay, so she's gonna kind of, again, back away as much as she can, because she knows she's crunchy, and be like, take them down, hurry!
Okay.
It's kind of crunchy.
Now it is the beholders' turns, which they are gazers for anybody that wants to nerd out on that and look it up.
After the fight.
Yeah. I'm talking about the listeners, honey. So
We don't talk to the listeners.
Talk to your butt.
Oh boy.
Oh. Butt starts talking back then. That's not good for anybody.
Chris's butt talks back all the time.
All right, so 2 eye shoot out. We'll say 1 at Ricky and 1 at Kai. So the first one.
Oh,
Okay. You get hit by this sort of reddish colored ray, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Who?
Ricky.
Okay.
of course he would make a wisdom, because wisdom is Riki's strong point. Yeah, because he rolls a 10.
A 10. So you are frightened until the start of the gazer's next turn.
That is nothing new for Riki.
Then Kai. I need you to make a strength saving throw against what appears to just be like this wave of force coming out of one of the other eye stalks.
Okay.
Strength save.
Fail. Natural 1.
Natural 1. Okay.
Oh, what is it with the modifier? I mean, it's probably a fail anyway.
So it's simply
Yeah.
you feel gripped in
It would
this,
be 2.
Oh.
With the,
so you get gripped by this magical force, and it essentially slides you 30 feet down the hallway. So just remember that you can move 30 feet back when it comes to your turn.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
actually awesome that happened to you, because as a monk, you can just move a lot.
Okay. And so then the other one shoots out 2 rays, one at Britannia and one at Syndra.
Uh-oh.
So first ray at Syndra. This frosty, cold ray shoots through the air at you. I need you to make a dexterity save, please.
Okay. Let me double check my magey things to make sure there's nothing I'm forgetting about. That's arcane power. Application. Spell sculptor. Skills. Forecaster. Okay.
Can you hear me
Nothing
crunching?
good.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, what's the saving throw again, Chris? Which type?
dexterity.
Dex, great. Here we go. And 11.
11.
I can't.
Straight-
help. I rolled
Straight
the
up
1.
to 11.
11.
11. It goes
You
into
should get
11.
absorb elements at some point, I don't think. But,
Well, I have the option of taking it, but I didn't.
So Cinder gets hit with this cold ray, and it's like frost starts to appear on like one of her arms. She takes 13 cold damage.
Yikes!
Ouch, though.
Ouchie, oucherson.
And then Britannia, ray comes shooting out at you. It's like this wave of force, so I need a strength saving throw.
Great. I'm not very strong. That'll be an 8.
And then-
Oh, no.
so you can move 30 feet down the hallway next to Kai.
yeah.
And then it is Riki's turn, our kobold fighter.
Okay, so question. Am I within melee range of the one that hit me?
It's like
Oh.
10 feet from you.
Well, it's not in melee range, which means I can't get in melee range because I'm frightened of it.
Correct. Yeah, it did not move up on you.
Yeah, but then A is bloody, right? You said that the one that I hit
A
was
is bloody. Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then the best I can do, see, I don't really have any non-combat options. Are they both within 10 feet of me?
Yes.
Well, I'm frightened. Let's play into it. Grovel, cower, and beg.
Kobold feature.
Please don't be shooting rays at Riki. Riki has family. Riki has home. He wants to live.
Oh, Jesus. You sound like
So what does that
Jar
do?
Jar Binks there.
Once per short rest, as an action, you can cower to distract foes until the end of your next turn. Allies gain advantage on attacks against enemies within 10 feet of me. That can
Oh.
see me.
And it just says
Nice.
attacks period.
Attacks
So
period, yep.
Spell attack.
Yep.
Anything.
Yep.
Sweet.
Spell attack rolls. melee
Nice.
attack rolls,
Sweet.
range attack rolls.
All right, I take that
For the
Jar Jar
win.
Binks attack back.
Suddenly, Jar Jar's looking very good.
So Riki, the kobold fighter, starts to grovel, and he seems to get the attention of the gazers to
A
the
little
point that
one-eyed, perplexed.
to the point that you feel like you can gain an advantage against them. So then it is Britannia, our human bard.
Okay. What do I want to do? Oh my god. Okay.
Maybe something with a melee or a ranged spell attack roll.
I don't have any attack. Like, I don't have that kind of attack.
Shocking grasp. No. Okay. But you're a bard. I mean, bards use like crossbows and they use swords and stuff like that too. They're not just a
That's true.
spellcasting class.
That's true. I
Better
could
play
get
our
in there.
character,
Fancy footwork.
You could.
Okay. I'll go on up there, but try to stay out of the line of sight of the eye.
Okay.
With my rapier and make an attack.
Okay.
I haven't done this kind of attack in a while.
You do get advantage
Oh, I get advantage, right?
because Riki is groveling.
because Ricky's groveling. Grovel, Ricky, grovel! That'll be AC 14.
That will hit. I assume
Or
this is bloody
7.
one. Okay, 7.
Yes,
All right.
on A.
Okay. So you draw your rapier, and you move over there, seeing it distracted by Riki, and you stab it right in that central eye, and it falls to the ground dead.
Woo! I killed something.
Nice.
And as a bonus action, I am going to sing a little ditty
About Jack and Diane.
of Jack and Diane. And give you all bardic inspiration.
It's one person.
Are you giving us the temporary
Oh.
hit points?
Okay, I have to
Have you-
do it one at a time, right?
Bardic inspiration die. Yeah.
Okay, then scratch that, and I'm going to do Mantle of Inspiration, which uses 1 bardic inspiration point to grant 5 temporary hit points for up to 3 creatures I can see and that are within 60 feet of me, which I believe is all of you.
Yep.
Each creature can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks,
Ooh, sweet.
and you get 5 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Okay. So Greg, you can just move right back up to where you were.
Okay.
I'll reset
Yeah.
my temporary hit points at 5.
And if you didn't have 5 or more hit points, you now have 5.
5 temporary.
Okay,
Excellent.
sweet.
That is helpful.
Thank you, Britannia.
'cause Syndra
You're
is not
welcome!
quite bloody, but she is hurting.
Awesome. Good job, Bard. And then we are to Kai, our half elf monk.
All right. So, am I close to them now, or am I
Yeah,
still?
yeah. You can just
Just
move,
tap.
move 10 feet and just start
Okay.
punching.
All right. 10 feet and punch.
Yeah, and you have advantage on all your melee attack rolls.
Pop, pop.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
was gonna fairy
first
fire, but John took
one
that from
is going to be 22 to hit
22 will hit the gazer B.
for
Yeah,
8.
you're-
8.
Nice.
And I'm going to spend a key point.
Kai point.
Yeah. I'm
So
gonna
you're
spend a key point.
You're going to flurry of blows?
Yes.
Eh,
So you're using that bonus action for 2 attacks instead of 1.
Okay,
But you're spending,
Alright.
you're spending a key point.
Is it Kai like Cobra Kai?
And it's a critical.
Nice.
So I roll 2 dice extra for that one.
No, it's just 1 extra die. Whatever the regular damage die is, you just roll another one.
Okay, so it's going to be 8 for that one.
8. Okay, so you bloody it with that one.
Okay, and my last attack is going to be for AC 22,
22 will hit.
and
You're
it's
rolling with
for
advantage,
yes, it's for 5.
It's for 5. Okay. So you run in there, and you punch it in the eye, and then you jump up and you elbow it on the top of the head, and then you grab the entire thing and you slam your knee right into the central eye, and it just falls down dead.
German.
Nice.
I feel like they may not have been our final destination.
Probably not.
Yeah. Syndra's.
Just distractors. Do I notice if they have an eye like the ones that I
The one that you just punched and kneed.
yes. No, do they have like a central eye like
Yes,
you
those are the things I was describing it that you were
Okay.
punching and kneeing. And
okay, so they don't have any powers like the other ones.
you didn't notice anything coming from the central eye in particular. No,
Okay.
it was shooting rays out of the stalks on his head. The central eye, you're not sure that it was doing anything.
Okay.
Syndra kind of turns and looks at Aladdin and says, do you think there's anywhere in here that would be safe to rest for even just a short little while before we move forward?
Ricky could use a break.
She says, "Well, there was the place with the bridge."
Let's
Maybe if we go back to there, that would be wise, just to recuperate a little bit, because I feel like we may, if this other beholder is as bad as they say, we may want more resources before we
Ricky
endeavor
thinks we
on
probably
that.
just cleared this room, so we could go check out the room and take a break while we're there.
Well, no. So
If you're
actually,
hurting
hold
too
on.
bad, my friend, I could offer you some healing.
She's
I'm
down
okay.
20 hit points right now.
Where was I? Hold on.
I
So-
still have 2 second level spell slots, so
I It's up to you. I mean, if we
Well,
rush, she'll be able to recover a spell slot. Wizards can recover a little bit of their casting ability.
And if we can get a short rest, then we can roll hit dice, and we don't have to spend the spell slot.
There's a small set of stairs that go down from the doors into a larger chamber.
Okay.
Probably don't want to go down there.
Yeah, I'd probably hold for.
So will you guys tell me what you're doing?
I would probably say if it looks like it's safe for us to rest in here for a little bit, that we should just rest where we are.
Yeah, but we
doors.
don't know what's in the rest of the chamber. Yeah, we should probably.
The angle, you can't quite see what's down there, but it's a short staircase that opens into a larger chamber.
I would go with Aladair's suggestion that we go back to the room with the stream. Because it was
wasn't
reasonable.
that far back. Close the doors, though.
You can activate the
sure.
You can activate the panels again to close the door.
Yeah,
You
let's
guys have
close the
figured that stuff
door.
out,
Yeah,
so.
let's close the door and go back and take a short rest.
Okay.
If we're allowed to.
If we're
Get
allowed.
it.
Oh, it's up to her to decide if
yeah,
we get
don't know.
loaded.
So you sit down by the stream and you relax, hoping that nobody else comes through. And
He takes a drink.
the hour passes without incident.
Okay. Alright, so how many? We're level 4, so I have up to 4 hit dice, which are D6.
So Greg, check your key points. I think you're getting back after a short rest.
Yes.
And I get my grovel back. Other than that, I'm okay.
Okay. So, let's see here.
All right, that's good. And I can roll 1 hit dice to get full again.
8.
Which,
That
I
plus,
was-
plus your con mod.
okay, so that works.
Well-
Excuse me?
That seems
Always
to be
at
going
least
around
once
tonight.
per session. Just saying.
All right, so
So, yeah,
back to
she'll do-
fulls.
So, short rest. She'll do. Let's see here. She's gonna use 2 hit dice. Take the short rest, confirm. Which then she
Nice.
also can recover.
Got an early Christmas present for my parents today.
A level 2 spell slot or 2 level 1s. So I think she'll recover the level 2. Makes more sense. Okay. Okay. All set.
So
What'd you get from your parents today, sir? I'm sorry, I'm very zoned out.
I was only showing it on camera.
More picture
Nice.
storage.
More storage.
Yay!
Is that a 2 terabytes?
Yep.
Nice. Storage galore.
Indeed, I need it.
okay, so is everybody done with your short rest?
All dead. All done. All dead.
All dead. TPK. Oh crap! Have to try this again. All right, so back to the doors then, and reopen the doors, and I guess we're heading down the staircase. Yes.
Yes.
Now we're feeling rested and relaxed.
And rejuvenated.
As you make your way down a set of stairs from the marble doors, a wave of confusion washes over you, forcing you to steel yourself as you push forward. Although you see that it seems that Aladair is not affected. Because of her ring. A short passage opens into a 40-foot square chamber. The walls, floors, and ceilings are all made of a mix of marble, steel, and bronze. Runes inlaid with a green-tinged silvery glow dress the floors and walls. A crystal rod, dressed with the same runes, protrudes from an indentation in the center of the floor. You see the spherical body of a reddish-colored beholder, which also has tentacles sort of on the bottom half of it, floating near the center of the chamber. Its one large eye focused on you. Its mouth full of sharp teeth slowly opens as it says, "Ah, the heroes have arrived to stop me at last. How pathetic. I'll give you one chance to surrender before I decide to either kill you or enslave you. Which would you prefer?"
How about we
He's
kill
been a slave
you?
before. He didn't like that.
I'm not a
But better
slave
than
for
dead.
you.
I think you will be the first to,
Cinder kind of. Go ahead, Greg.
I said, I think you'll be the first to die.
What sharp wit you all have. If this is the best you have to offer, I think this shall be an easy fight. So with that, roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Hey,
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
ugh,
Oh man.
Ricky's still
that's
pondering
not
his options.
great.
He got a 6.
I got 8.
I'll say this about the dice, Sarah. It runs hot and cold.
Yeah.
Syndra initiative.
9.
Doesn't seem to roll the things in the middle very well.
And Britannia.
9.
You guys got to roll off.
Okay.
Oy vey. 5.
11.
It
Okay.
always wins. Dan. Story of my life. Kate always wins.
Oh.
Aladir. Aladir, okay.
Aladir.
And then Beholder. Gav Ma Gone.
Gesundheit.
chew.
Yavma's gonna be gone.
Okay, so the initiative order is
No.
Gav Magan,
Oh no.
Shocking.
Aladir, Syndra, Britannia, Kai, and Ricky.
Oh boy. I guess prepare ourselves.
All right, so top of the initiative order is Gav Magan, our mind witness. Large aberration. Okay, let me take a quick look at a stat block here, make sure I'm not forgetting anything important.
Please forget something important.
Yes.
Last time you had us fight a beholder, it did not go well.
The first time I ever threw a beholder at the people in this group before you joined Sarah, they made like virtually every single saving throw I threw at them, except for the ones that really didn't have a bad effect. And it just seemed like I was like so excited to have them fight a beholder, and it just seemed like they completely punked it. And I was like, that was kind of anticlimactic for me.
For you.
And you TPK'd us in that playtest.
and then we did a play, and then we did one of our
Yes, you TPK'd us in a playtest.
in a playtest. I did.
So that's my only experience with a beholder.
That's true,
Except
that's
for
true.
Luigi.
That's right.
Right?
Luigi in Spacefarers is a nice beholder. Okay, so all right. So seeing a group, it's going to, let's see, who would probably be in the front? It would probably be Kai or Riki. I would imagine it would be up there in the front. So
Riki never by choice, but probably is.
I'm gonna high-low it, and let's see.
We're crunchy.
John's gonna be high.
I am never high.
All right, it's low. So Gav Magong floats over to Kai,
Okay.
which makes a little bit of sense because you were trying to talk smack, and
You? I was.
he was like, "Whatever, dude." So he flies over to you, and he's going to use multi-attack.
He's gonna whip you with his
Oh no! Wait!
eyeball.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Whip it. Whip
Never
it
mind.
good.
I thought multi-attack included eye raise, so it doesn't do that. It stays where it is, which is probably like 15 feet from the group, in general, we'll say. And it's just going to use its eye raise, because it's a beholder. So, all right. So random eye rays. So we'll go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my 4 seconds? There we
5,
go.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So on my screen, I'm not going to tell you guys who's who. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I probably won.
Okay. So, an eye ray shoots out at Riki.
How many times is Chris starting to kill John's
poor
character?
Ricky.
Kobolds are punching bags.
So, this ray of almost like sort of like the sludge comes shooting out of one of its eye stalks, and you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
23.
23.
Nice.
Nimble little kobold! Yay!
Okay,
Guessing
so
that you have advantage on.
No.
so this sludge sort of eye ray shoots out at you, and you just kind of duck off to the side, and it shoots over your shoulder and hits the floor, and then
Ricky already had dinner.
seems to kind of dissipate behind you. So then
I meant proficiency.
Efficiency.
an eye ray shoots out at Syndra.
Great.
Okay. Gotta reroll that one.
Actually, no, he doesn't.
This wave of force strikes out at you. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Syndra is not terribly strong, so let's see how this goes. All right, 15 or no, 13. Wrong way.
13.
Yep.
Okay, so you kind of lean into the air against this like invisible force as it pushes against you, and you feel it kind of wash over you, and then you feel fine.
Okay.
Then an eye ray shoots out at Kai.
Okay.
Gotta reroll that. Roll that. Okay. So there's like this purple ray that kind of comes out at you, and you need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Ruh-roh.
Let's hope for the best.
Monks have good constitution.
Okay, that's a good one. So that is going to be 21.
21. Okay. So the ray makes contact with you, and you feel this force start to come over you, and you feel yourself sort of starting to like lock up and stiffen, but then you manage to push your way through it, and then you feel fine.
Okay. I'm so lucky I rolled a 19.
That's what I rolled. I rolled a 19.
Okay. And that is Gabmagon's turn. So then we go to Aladir, who is going to cast Sacred Flame, which is a dexterity saving throw for Gabmagon.
Is she burning? Is she casting
And he
Sacred
fails
Flame?
it. My NPC
Ooh.
restoring first blood.
Nice.
Wow. Maximum damage, 8 psychic.
Nice.
Hi-ya!
Pew, 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 pew.
She calls down this sacred light onto Gabmagon, and it burns him a little bit. And then we move on to Syndra, our human mage. Human wizard.
Okay. So let's see here. She is going to. Yeah, what the heck. If she can kind of sidestep around the rest of the party so that she has a straight line of fire to him, she is going to cast Agonizer's Scorcher.
Okay.
So it's a line of roaring flame 30 feet long and 5 feet wide, emanates from you in a direction you choose. Each creature in a line must make a dexterity saving throw. If creature takes 3d8 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful. Although, should I just be using burn? No, that's, 3d8 is better. So, yeah. So she does that. So,
Gabmagon got a 6 on a save.
he failed. So she's gonna roll her 3d8. Of course, I put the d8s away. So I'm silly. All right. So 6 is gonna be 15 fire damage. on
Being fire.
Mr. Beholder.
Okay, it gets this line of fire goes shooting across the floor, and it's tall enough that it reaches up and it burns the bottom where his tentacles are.
Burns his butt.
Cries out in
Burns his
pain.
butt.
Yeah.
Then we are to Britannia, our human bard.
Okay, Britannia is going to cast Fairy Fire.
Nice.
So each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in a, we'll call it green light. In that area, when the spell is cast, it's also everything within 20 feet.
It's a save, though, right?
Right. It's a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save. 17.
Fuck.
Bollocks, jeez.
Yeah,
Well, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. So
magical energy comes out and it kind of like spins around in a circle, and the energy kind of washes over it.
Still worth it, though. It's so great if it succeeds.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, well,
Utility characters.
Did you want to do anything else?
we haven't been hurt, so
No one's taking damage yet. No.
no one's taken damage yet. So I think I'm gonna hold on to my other things.
Okay, you don't want to give away any bardic inspiration dice.
I mean, I could. I'll send some bardic inspiration Ricky's way.
Okay, what is it? A D6 or D4?
It's a 1d6.
1D6.
I can add that to an attack
It can be
roll or
used
save.
within 10 minutes.
And what is it?
So just
What can it be used?
hold on for one more day. Ricky, hold on.
I'll use the rainbow dice for that.
What can it be, what can that be used for, Sarah?
You don't have to roll it right away, John. So that can be used to be added to any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. It can be added after seeing your roll, but you need to do it before you know the outcome.
Okay. All right.
It's 1d6.
And then we're on to Kai, the half-elf monk.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to run up to him
Okay.
and we'll try our
Punch him in his
attack.
eye.
Yeah, we'll try our attack. See how that goes.
Pop, pop.
I don't think there's no advantage or all that
No,
kind of stuff.
No, nothing going on right now.
And I got a 1 on that, so
Okay, it floats up out of the way, and you swing under it.
all right.
And then it
So
floats back down
my
in front of you.
offhand attack or bonus action, I should say,
Is this just a regular extra attack, or is it a key point and flurry of blows?
just a
extra attacks?
regular.
Okay, just regular. Got it. You spin around with your left. After missing with the right.
And that is going to be 5.
5. And again, this time it moves back away from you and then back in again.
Oh my
Goes
good
up,
lord!
down, and then back in.
Terrible.
He laughs at you. Is that the best you've got? Then we go to Riki, our kobold fighter.
All right.
Riki thinks you think too highly of yourself. Riki's gonna move forward. He's going to take a position opposite Kai, not to flank, but so that he can only look at one or the two of us at a time.
Sure.
With his big eye. And let's see, going to go ahead and cast short sword.
All right.
It's AC 19.
I'm sorry. Say that again. You swung and hit AC 19.
19, 19.
That is it.
That is for 10 from a magical short sword.
10 from magical short sword.
And I don't have multi-attack. Let's do it. No, I do just have action search. And unfortunately, since I'm the last in the initiative order and he's going next, using trip attack would be useless. So I'm going to go ahead and action surge and swing again. Ugh. AC 12.
AC 12. You stab him with the first attack, and he wises up, and then you try to stab him again, and he spins out of the way of that one.
Okay, so couldn't put any of my superiority dice into that. All right. Actually, didn't I have something? Oh, I could have used fainting attack. That's what it was.
There's superiority dice that can give extra attacks, right? Reaction attack.
Well, that's spend one superior die and use a bonus action on your turn to add the total food damage roll. Need advantage on your next attack or roll of it chosen. Okay, no. Nope, that's it. That's as much as I got for now.
Okay. So we go back to the top of the initiative order with Gavmagon. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. Ray shoots out at Riki.
Ricky Tikki Tabi.
Okay, this red ray shoots out at you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Stop that! 13.
13. Okay, you start to feel very afraid, but then you bolster yourself and you muster your courage and you feel okay.
Really? I passed.
DC tracker!
And then a ray shoots out at Syndra.
Ugh, again? All the love
this
for
like
us.
sludgy sort of ray comes shooting out at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fun. Okay, it'll be a 19.
19. It totally misses you. And then a ray shoots out at Kai. Gotta reroll that. Okay. This is this purple ray, Greg, hits you. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Shoot me with that purple shit.
Again.
Critical.
Nice.
So that's going to be a 22.
Higher than a 13.
You start to lock up again, but you push through. What was it I was saying about beholder sucking whenever they make a save? Okay. So that was him. So then it is Aladare. She'll do the same with Sacred Flame. And he fails again.
She's just burning with her eternal
Takes
flame.
4 psychic damage. Oh, sorry. Not psychic.
Divine. Holy.
What the hell is... Why can't I think of the name of it?
Fire.
Radiant.
Force.
Radiant.
Light.
What the heck is going on?
Light
Radiant
energy.
damage. Takes 4 radiant damage.
Pregnancy brain from Kate.
And then it is Syndra, our human wizard.
Syndra, sorry. Dur.
Syndra, human wizard, calling Syndra. Earth the Syndra.
What was that you were saying about pregnancy brain?
Yeah, it's bad today. It is. Oh, man. Let's see here. She's getting annoyed. She's going to twitch both hands this time, and this time, let's see here. 4 glowing darts of magical force.
Okay.
Shoot out. So.
Magic missile.
Magic missile.
Magic miso.
Not terrible. Okay, so 7, 10, so that's gonna be 14 force damage.
14 force. These magical bolts
14.
hit it, starts rocking back and forth, bam, 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 with the impact of each hit. 14, you said?
Yep, 14.
Is it bloody?
It is not.
Yeah.
Okay. That was Syndra, our human wizard. Now we're at Britannia, our human bard.
Okay, Britannia's gonna look in the general direction of this beholder and sing some love songs.
Oh boy.
Dissonant whispers. 'Cause I only have eyes for beholders.
He made the DM face palm. I love it.
That's a wisdom saving throw.
Your character dies.
I don't know. I think that should be an automatic.
Saving throw was a 20.
Damn it.
Oh.
All right, well, it still takes half damage. So
Yep, that's something.
4, 8,
Oh, Kit Kat.
9, 10,
Oh, Reese's.
11. So it'll be 5 force
Reese.
damage.
That's the half.
Yep.
Okay.
5 is the half. It was 11, so it's 5. And it doesn't have to move away.
Okay.
Damn it.
Damn it.
That was a good one, too.
He says to you, not bad, but not good.
Oh.
So that was Britannia, and that is Kai, our half-elf monk.
Okay, so Ricky Tiki Tabi is next to me, but not in an advantage kind of mood.
Yeah, because we're doing Theater of the Mind, I don't want to, have us try to figure out who's flanking and not. Like, it's just easier just to not do it.
Okay, so I guess I will try my first attack and see how that goes.
But I happen to know that John's fighter has like 3 different ways to give advantage to people, so
Yeah, if they can get them off.
yeah.
Okay, so first is 12 to hit.
Bad choice of words, John.
Or is it a good choice?
12. So you take a swing at it, punching at its lower half, and just kind of moves a bunch of tentacles out of the way, and you miss it.
Okay, so I'm going to use the bonus action, but I'm going to use a key point for that.
So flurry of blows, so you get 2 more attacks
Okay.
with your bonus action instead of 1.
Okay, so first one. That is
Maybe
going
it's
to
flurry
be
of blowjobs
20 to
as well.
hit.
20 to hit. So you miss with the first one, and then you spin around and you back fist it right in the eye, right in the big eye.
And that is going to be for 6.
6, and you bloody it with that. You give it a black eye. You give it a black eye, Greg.
All right.
Which one?
All of them.
The big one in the middle.
And so that one is going to be for 16 to hit this time.
And then you drop an elbow on top of its head.
And that one is going to be for 6.
6, okay.
And I have one more.
That was 3, wasn't it?
Nope, that was a regular attack, then bonus with flurry of blows.
You
So I
missed
did
one and
2.
then
You
hit
missed,
hit.
and then you hit, and then you
Oh,
hit.
that's right. Okay.
It's all
Got it.
awesome, though, Greg. That was a good round.
Okay. And then it is Ricky, our kobold fighter.
Finish him.
I'm gonna start with a distracting strike.
Okay.
Which uses up my bonus action and will give me, what is it, D6? D8. Oh. Which gives me 7 additional damage on my next attack, which has advantage.
7.
So, swing it away. Hits AC 22.
22 hits.
Whoa.
Yep. For 3 plus 7 is 10 plus another 5 for 15 damage.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
I managed to fate it a little bit and throw him off balance and drive the
That
point
was a
home.
good hit, yeah.
So that's action. That is bonus action. So that's turn.
That is turn for Riki. Okay. So now it is Gabmagon. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So Ray shoots out at Syndra. Sludge-like ray comes shooting out at you. Dexterity save.
Oh, not that time. 10.
10. So the sludge hits you and starts to cover your whole body. So you, the target speed is halved for 1 minute. That's really not relevant. In addition, the creature can't take reactions, and it can take either an action or a bonus action on its turn, but not both.
Ew, he slimed you.
Ew.
He put boogers all over you.
Syndra would probably still think it was fascinating.
Take a sample.
You can repeat the save at the end of your turn, Sonny.
Okay.
So then Kai.
No more purple stuff.
Okay. So there is this white blinding ray that shoots out at you. I need you to make a charisma save.
Oh boy.
Ruh-roh.
Charisma. Okay, so that's going to be 12.
12. Okay, so you are sort of blinded and disoriented somewhat by this ray. So you have disadvantage on attack rolls for 1 minute.
Okay.
And you can repeat the save at the end of your turn.
So is that considered blinded?
No.
Okay.
No, it's of a sort. I'm just flavoring it that way, but it's not.
Okay.
You just, like it hits you, and like you're seeing spots right now, so you're having a hard time.
Okay, so it's not a condition.
No, it's not a condition.
Okay.
You just have to remember that you're attacking with disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then one ray shoots out at Britannia. I already rolled that one. Okay. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
God damn it. 4.
4.
Oh no.
Okay, so you are moved 30 feet. It kind of pushes you back and then up the stairs a little ways. So you can't, so you're far enough away that you can't quite see the fight that's going on. And you are restrained by this telekinetic grip until the start of the Mind Witness's next turn. So you are restrained. Pushed back and restrained. And then...
They pushed you up the stairs. Ouch.
Yeah. And then Gabmagon says, well, you're proving to be more of a bother than I thought. So then this panel drops down and you see one of those other... one of the gazers come flying out of the wall.
Oh, hell no.
It comes in and it joins the battle.
Oh boy.
This isn't even my final form.
So since Riki didn't get hit, we'll target Riki with one of these from this gazer.
Aw.
Need you to make a strength saving throw against this wave of force.
4.
4. Oh. So it pushes you. So the gazer comes out in defense of its master and it pushes you up the stairs, and you're right up there near where Britannia is. But you, however, are not restrained.
Okay. So I can
Fucking
run right back
figures.
to there. Can I grab her and drag her?
And then, let's see. It's going to shoot out a ray at the one who's up there punching and kicking and kneeing and elbowing and headbutting. And
Okay.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as this frosty ray shoots out at you from the gazer.
Okay. Wait, so it's going to be 13.
13. Okay, you dodge out of the way of the frosty ray.
Yes. It's a good thing my dexterity saving throw gives me +6.
Yeah, dex is pretty good for you, buddy. Okay, and then it is on to Aladare, who will continue doing what she's been doing, which seems to be working pretty well. Oh, but not this time, though. Ooh. Dodges out of the way of the divine energy.
Saw it coming.
Then it is Syndra, our human wizard.
Okay. So let's see. She's gonna see the little minion. Yeah. What does she want to do? She's gonna try to scorch the little minion. So line of fire shoots out. Or actually, can she get both of them in a line? Is it possible for her to move to do that?
Not in the current configuration, no.
Okay. Alright, well, she's gonna try to scorch the little minion then. So dexterity save.
Dexterity save. 23.
Damn.
Jeez.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be half a 3d8, so still.
Yeah, that's
Well,
something.
1.5 d8.
It's better than nothing.
Yep. Okay. 10. So 15, but really 7 fire damage on the little minion beholder.
7. Takes it.
7.
Okay. And then she's gonna try to break free of the sludge.
Yep. Go ahead.
Chris, I just sent you a message.
She rolled a 18 on her save.
Okay, so you are no longer slowed
Sludged.
and
Yep.
right.
Okay.
No longer sludged. No.
Okay.
Sarah. Good question, though. Okay. So that was Syndra, our human wizard. And then we're on to Britannia, our human bard.
Okay. I think I need to be able to see anything. Actually,
You're
I don't
up the
think
stairs,
I
being
don't
held in
think-
telekinetic grip.
What?
I was just saying, you're up the stairs, being held in this telekinetic grip.
Right, and I can't see
Right.
what's going on, right?
Yeah.
You can see me. That's about
I
it.
see you because you're with me.
Ricky's right next to you, yeah.
But I think Dissonant Whiskers.
Whiskers.
Whiskers? Isn't it Whiskers, huh?
Isn't it whiskers?
Oh, if the listeners could only see how many times I flip Chris off in a game. I don't think Dissonant Whispers requires me to be able to see them. It says it's a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear.
Yep. It's like
Yeah,
a mental.
I would agree.
Yeah,
I would agree with
mental
that.
connection. Cool.
All right. Well, in that case, I guess I'm gonna continue to try and go after the big bad.
Okay.
I gotta think of a good dissonant whisper, though, huh?
Yes. Dissonant whispers.
That's actually kind of to our advantage now, because now you're out of line of sight of the eyes, but you can still stand back there and
Dissonant whisper.
and whisper.
Because he's never going to dance again.
Someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye. Till then, baby, Arkai is gonna kick you in the eye.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Wilson Phillips, like I've never heard them before. Well done.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. 22.
Fucking A.
Oh,
So it's 12, so it'll be half, which is 6.
6.
Something. Damn
All
it.
right.
Getting some good jokes in, too. Man.
We move on to Kai, our half-elf monk.
Okay, so running up and pound. So I'll do one attack and then I'll do what I did the last time, a bonus in the key point.
So disadvantage.
All right, that's right. I did have 2 dice. All right, so that's going to be 17 to hit.
17 is the lower.
Yep.
Okay, that is a hit.
And that's for 8.
8.
8 is great.
And spend a key point. And do 2 more. Flurry of blows. So it's going to be 20 to hit.
Wow, disadvantage. What the heck, man?
I rolled a 19 and a 14.
Nice.
Nice.
Kick
Which
ass.
And so that's going to be for 10.
10.
Monks, man.
And my last one.
So you elbow it in the eye, and then you bring your fist up from the elbow and bash it on the top of the eye.
All right, so this one's going to miss, but
Hang on.
it's going to be 7.
Is it is it too late to use your inspiration?
Oh, I didn't even. I might save that for something, but
Or
This one-
what?
Well,
Oh,
the roll's already been made. You can't,
Okay.
you can't re-roll it.
so
Well, he didn't say what AC he hit, but I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
He rolled
Yeah.
2 dice.
I
Okay.
rolled one.
Is
and a
he going to
3.
roll 2 more and then? No, he
Well,
can't do
no,
that.
he'd roll. Okay, yeah, because he.
No.
A
How do you
1
do
and a
that? No.
3.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 7.
7. So that time you spin around, try to hit him with a third one, and you miss.
Okay.
Okay. Then we are on to Riki, who is 30 feet away but is
Dobby.
not restrained.
Ricky,
Well,
Tiki,
Ricky can
Tabi.
still charge in, swinging. And
Charging, stabbing.
Yep, and Ricky will use his inspiration to get advantage on this attack.
One of those stupid bugs just dropped on my desk, Kate.
Yeah. They're all over.
I had one in my car
And
today.
I will. Okay,
Vivi was trying to eat it.
let's see, a 17 or a 19 on the die. Which one should I use? Let's see. So 26
This is-
to hit.
This is advantage from what again? I'm sorry.
I'm
Inspiration.
burning my inspiration.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Use your inspiration, and you stab it with your short sword.
26 to hit, and I am going to
Use a maneuver?
use a superiority die to use distracting strike.
Okay.
So 9 plus. So for 14 total damage,
Okay.
Nice.
and if he's still up,
Mhm.
then the next attack roll against him has by an attacker other than me has advantage,
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, good to know.
as long as it's made before the start of my next turn.
Okay, so then that will be a normal attack.
For you.
So
Well,
you'll
by
back
If
up
you're
to
the
top
next
of the
person to
round.
swing at him,
yeah, which actually at the start of this turn, Greg, that disadvantage for you goes away.
Oh,
It was up until the start of his next turn.
okay, sweet.
No, it's for 1 minute, but the target.
Oh, was it a
can-
minute?
It was mine, I think, that was till the start of his next.
Oh,
Right,
I
but
know.
Greg,
I
make
remember
another
those. My
saving
bad.
throw, Greg, at the end of your turn.
Okay,
It is charisma.
okay. 5.
Not making it.
So you are still
Okay.
affected by the aversion ray. Okay, but you did still manage to hit it twice.
Yes.
So, it says, I'm going to focus on this one. You focus on the other one. It's talking to the other, to the other beholder.
Oh,
So
boy.
it shoots out 3 rays at you, Greg.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So here we go. All right. So, make another charisma save.
Okay.
So you may have 2 stacks of this effect.
Okay, so that's going to be 8.
8. Okay, so you have another stack of the aversion ray.
Okay.
Does that mean he's blinded now?
No. No, it just means that
Still fuzzy?
if he saves out of one, he has to save out of the other one. So then I need you to make a wisdom save against the red ray.
Okay. Wisdom. That's going to be 9.
9. So you are frightened for 1 minute.
It's just terrible.
So however you mark frightened on D&D Beyond. And then I need you to make, there's this like bluish ray that flies out and you need to make an intelligence save.
We haven't seen a blue one yet.
That is going to be 14.
Damn it. Dang it. He saves against the ones that aren't that bad. I'm sorry, he doesn't save against ones that aren't that bad, but he saves against one that's really bad.
Well, that's good.
At least there's that.
Yay me.
So then 2 rays from the gazer shoot out at Riki. And Riki, I need you to make a I need you to make a wisdom save against this sort of orangish ray.
11.
Okay. So you are charmed until the end of the gazer's next turn.
Joy.
So you're
I can't-
charmed, and your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls. So
Against. Okay.
no, just you see the gazer
Mhm.
as a party member essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
But not the big bad.
No, it's just him.
Just a guest against the gazer. Okay.
I mean, against the gazer. The gazer, he's like your friend. He's your buddy.
Yep.
And your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls.
All attack rolls, or just
All
against
attack
the gazer?
Nope, all attack rolls.
All attack rolls.
Oh, boy.
And then I need you to make a strength save. This is a wave of force.
9. Oh, wait, sorry, 11.
11.
11 again.
So you get pushed 30 feet up the stairs.
And push 30 feet up the stairs. Hi, Britannia.
Okay, so that was 3 rays against Kai, 2 rays against Ricky, and then it is on to Aladair, who keeps doing her thing.
If that's an attack roll, it has advantage.
It's not an attack roll. She's she's a spellcaster. But he makes a save again. Avoids the wash of energy. Then we move to Syndra, our human wizard.
Okay. Let's see.
Wizard.
Wizard.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, jeez.
What do I want to do? Finish spell against target. So the Gavinon looks really bloody at this point.
Gavin gone. He's been bloody for a while.
Okay.
He summoned another minion to help him out.
Okay. All right. So, sensing Ricky's help, she's gonna kind of turn back on him and say, "Stop ganging up on my friends!" And she's going to kind of pull back her hand and throw a mode of fire. She's gonna do Firebolt. So cantrip.
Who's this at?
With advantage at Gavnigon.
Okay.
So. There we go. She is going to critical.
Nice.
Wow. There we go. All right.
Excellent.
So
You take close aim.
Yeah.
It seems to be distracted because of Riki.
Yeah.
That was distracting strike, right? John?
That was distracting strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is going to be 11. So yeah, okay. Yeah, still okay. So 11 fire damage.
11 fire damage.
2d10, 11 fire damage, correct.
Okay, so you take advantage of Riki's Battlemaster tactics to distract Gavnagon, and you time it just right, and when he turns back, you hit him right in the central eye with this fire, and it burns him up, and he falls to the ground dead.
Oh,
Yay! But the other guy's still around.
Okay.
A loud bellow of rage and anger creates a disturbing, cacophonous sound throughout the chamber. As Gavnagon falls, his eyes shoot into the chamber's ceiling, shattering the intricate weave of stone above the room's center. The entire area shakes, while the ceiling and the walls begin to crack. Whether Gavnagon's attack or from his destruction, this place is certain to collapse upon itself. Part of the ceiling comes down and collapses and crushes that gazer. And then the rest of the roof continues to fall down and crash around you, and everything seems to be crumbling in. So what do you do?
grab stick, we run.
Are we able to
I get within 30 feet of the rod and mage hand it to myself.
Okay.
And run.
And then you're right. Okay. All right. So, with the entire area crumbling around you, you make it out, and as you reach the surface and exit the stone trapdoor that you first entered, the crystal rod shatters into fine dust.
Oh.
You return to Phandalin with Aladir to a hero's welcome. Aladir's tales of the party's deeds spread about the region for weeks. And that brings us to the end of the adventure series In Volo's Wake.
Yay!
Nice.
Local heroes.
Yay!
Nice.
Now Ricky can return back to his home in exile without worrying about all these weird things happening.
Yeah.
Another beholder fight, largely neutered by good saves.
That seems to be our way with beholder fights. They're either they run really hot or really cold.
Yeah,
Well, I
it
have
seems to be one or the
a
other.
bunch of saves there, though, so getting hit 3 times.
What would that blue thing have done to him?
Yeah.
The blue one was the Psychic
Yeah.
Ray, which would have done 68 damage.
Ouch.
Oh, I
Wow.
probably been dead.
That probably
Well,
would have knocked him out.
So let's say goodnight to the listeners.
All
Good
right.
night, everyone.
Good night,
Thank you.
listeners. Love you.
Thank you very much.
See you back in our main adventures.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.